sorry, dude. He probably fell out of his nest.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. Check this out. This is a glacier-made lake, and there are trout jumping everywhere. The water is icy cold. I'm gonna get out my thermometer just to see what it's like. Guys, this is gorgeous. I woke up at 5:15 this morning, and I walked all the way around the very back of this lake, and that's where we are right now.
It's crazy to think that at one time this body of water was once a huge glacier. Then as time went on and the Earth's temperature began to rise in this specific region, that glacier started to melt until many years went by and nothing was left but water. And the creek that flowed at the base of the surrounding mountains started to now flow into this lake, which gave all the fish living in that creek a new body of water to swim into. And that is where we're fishing right now.
My God. Get along. Or is somebody trying to steal your grill? That makes sense. You guys, there's a baby bat. I heard something squeaking.
I'm sorry, dude. He probably fell out of his nest. Aww. Shoot.
Well, the only thing we can really do is just kind of put him off to the side. I'll just cover him up and maybe he'll make it. Nature's brutal, dude. Ooh, guys, we might move over here. This is a much... Oh yeah, we're moving here. You see that, guys? There's a good 14, 15 incher right there.
Alright, so once I moved to the second spot, over the course of 5 hours, I saw at least 50 trout swim by my location, and they were only 10 feet from the shoreline. So I threw out my bait rod, and then I began throwing every lure I had in my tackle box. And I didn't get a single strike for 5 hours. So I found out later in the day from other fishermen that I was not alone in this. The trout were being finicky little buggers for whatever reason. So the footage that you're about to see is of all the fish that swam by my bait, And guys, all that I can say is I hope you're as glued to the screen as I was when I first got to watch what was actually happening down there. Maybe only 2 or 3 minutes after my mice tail settled underwater, here comes a rainbow trout from the right. Here he comes. Watch this. It almost looked like he was about to go for it, and then he just turned his head and was like, nah. And then he looped back around and gave us a better look at that smug little face of his. And then a few more minutes went by, and we have our first school of trout show up. Now, this first fish has dark, vivid colors, and his fins are almost flawless, so I think he's wild. Compared to this guy right here, his color is a little bit more neutral, and his fins are a little bit more beat up. He might be a stalker. And, man, here's another beautiful fish. Okay, we are going to fast forward a chunk here, guys. Watch what happens. What the flip? Now, I didn't find this out until the end of the day, but these fish were biting on bright colors, and you're going to see right here in the close-up, this bait, I had a bright colored orange power egg on it, and he bit it, but he didn't fully commit, and this just goes to show you, these trout can be so stinking finicky sometimes, and I never knew I even got bit until 2 days ago when I was going over the footage. Now we have our first look at a different species. This guy is a brown trout. Might be a little hard to tell, but he has this yellow underbelly and it's pretty distinctive of brown trout. Now watch what he does. He dives down and takes a snap at my bead that I have at the end of my egg sinker, and you can see my line move. He may have thought it was a salmon egg or something, because the beads I use are kind of bright red in color. So I switch out my bait to a live inflated nightcrawler, and I cast out into a different spot, but on the same shoreline I've been fishing for the past few hours. And within 20 or 30 minutes, this tank cruises right on through. And I remember seeing this fish and thinking, okay, my nightcrawler is only a few feet from him. How is he passing this up? So I decide to reposition my nightcrawler, and you can see it here, it's a lot closer, and I'm like, okay, these are trout. How are they going to pass up on a live nightcrawler? Well, they do. And I'm just dumbfounded at this point. I think I even remember seeing these fish pass through this area. And so at this point, I'm like, you know what? I need to just go to a different spot. We got to get some fish for dinner.
Guys, just a few minutes in the water, and oh, my gear is everywhere. Oh my God. What is happening? I guess power bait does work on wild trout. Wow. Oh my gosh. Whoa. What the heck? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Guys, I haven't used rainbow trout dough all day because I was like, wild trout don't go after power bait. Wow. Guys, this little fish, you saw that rod go down. This little fish did that. What? This is I mean, guys, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a beautiful wild rainbow. You can see that fin is just gorgeous. All the fins are intact. I mean, wow, this thing is gonna be a perfect little pan fryer again. What the heck? Did you see all my stuff explode? Isn't that nuts? Guys, literally the entire day I haven't even had a nibble, and I wasn't using this stuff, this rainbow trout dough, because I'm like, this is mainly wild fishes out here. I mean, I know that there's also stock trout, but my God, I guess this does work for wild as well. Now I just gotta find all my stuff, because look at this is over here, and I didn't even take the bell off. Look at that. I didn't even grab my net. Rule number 1, broke it again. Guys, look at how pink this guy's meat is. Now we still have our bait rods in the water. I had a bite on this orange mice tail about 10 minutes ago, but I think I didn't have enough slack in the line, and he took it really hard, and then once he felt how much tension there was, he scrammed. So today, folks, we're going as simple as can be. Just butter, salt, and pepper. Now what I like to do is I like to salt the pan and pepper the pan before I put the trout in, because then it basically seasons the skin, and then the skin turns really crispy. God, it's so dang good. And voila. My face is back. Tall people problems, guys, I'm telling you. More benefits than problems. Come on, you can do it. Yep. Yeah. You know, now that I don't have any extra seasoning in this besides salt and pepper, the best way I can describe the taste is that you can almost taste, I want to say lake water, but good lake water. It's not bad. It's just tastes. I know how to describe it. It's like an ice cube. You know when you take an ice cube out of the freezer and you put it in your mouth and it's really cold and refreshing, but it has that kind of that taste a little bit. That's what the trout tastes like. It's just amazing to me. It just makes me that much more grateful for wildlife. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
stick around. There's going to be at least one more episode from this trip. Now, go on out there and make some memories of your own, all right?